Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom, and we talk about them in a positive way. Normally on this channel on Thursday, we do a Throwback Thursday. We tell you something newsworthy and give you a review of some older movie. But it's Christmas time, so we're talking about Christmas movies, and I thought we'd have a little fun today by talking about a few of the worst Christmas movies I've seen this year. So let's jump right into it. So first off, it's really cold outside. We're talking record-breaking cold. So if you do hear my furnace kick on, I am incredibly sorry, but my furnace has been kicking on like crazy because of this cold weather. But we're going to get through this as painlessly, hopefully, as possible, and I hope it don't bother you too much. So first on our list is the 2016 Christmas with Cookie. Now, Cookie is this elf that has survived the nuclear apocalypse or something. He looks really horrible. He is actually in a secret base on the moon. And here's the thing about it. That movie takes place in 3,978. That's important for later on. So the movie actually deals with him talking and telling you a story. He's reading from a book about a story that has to do with Santa Claus having survived the nuclear holocaust, whole bunch of things. This really atrocious future where Earth is essentially nothing but a desert and Santa Claus is the only person left. There are zombies and whatever else exists, but that's about it. Now, the story itself is really dumb and spirals out of control really quick. It might be one of those things where you can make fun of it if you want to. So it's sort of one of those movies that if you don't go in looking incredibly serious at it, you could find something maybe possibly somewhat enjoyable about it. But it is what it is. Now, I should note that when I say secret base on the moon, he actually lives in something that looks a bit more like a shed. But he's telling you the story at Christmas. You might find something enjoyable as long as you're not taking it seriously. But the joke of it is that he has a big old desk or table full of cookies as he's reading from this book. And he's drinking this milk that he's getting all over a Santa Claus suit that he's wearing. And that's pretty much the premise of this movie. Now, our second movie happens to be the sequel to Christmas with Cookie, called Christmas with Cookie Locked Away. It was made in 2017. Now, remember when I told you that the date would become important later on? That the fact that Christmas with Cookie takes place in 3,978 would actually become important. Well, this is the reason it becomes important, because the sequel actually takes place in the year 3000. So essentially, it's a prequel story. The description tells us that he has arrived on the moon, but we never actually get to see this happen per se. We don't really see this go on, and we see him at the table with the cookies again and the milk. This time he's not wearing the Santa Claus costume, but the movie's called Christmas with Cookie, and he's reading to you once again. The book that he's reading is apparently an old movie or a real movie. It's called Locked Away, apparently. I haven't looked for the movie because the movie looks bad. I may actually look it up since watching this movie intrigued me just a little bit. because he tends to skip around in the movie, but he's doing this mystery science fiction stuff that he kind of did in the first movie. Although with the first movie, I'm not sure it was real movies. So this one, however, seems to be a real movie. And the premise of the movie is this guy gets home from the military, from the war. And when he gets home, his brother is playing with this one neighbor kid. And inside a shed that they have is a locked up zombie. They accidentally release the zombie and the zombies start to attack everyone. The brother must then stop the zombies and save his family. It's a really, I guess, interesting premise, but the movie doesn't go anywhere, at least not in terms of anything that they show in this one. And the movie's not Christmassy at all. So the fact that the wraparound is Christmas is the only reason I include it on this list. Okay, so quick side note. The Christmas with Cookie film series apparently is a trilogy. I haven't seen the very last one, but it is apparently called Christmas with Cookie, The Watching, and was made in 2018. And here's the clincher. Just like before, the date is important because this one apparently takes place in 3010. Also making it a prequel to the very first one. My guess is it's more of the same with him reading a story, more than likely from a movie. Now, the odd part is I did look up whether or not Locked Away was a real movie. And here is the thing. Locked Away is indeed a real movie made in 2017 about a soldier who comes home to a war on zombies. So yes, it is a real movie. So you could either A, watch that movie, or if you are in the mood for something maybe really bad in terms of Christmas horror movies, or Christmas movies in general, you could watch Christmas with Cookie, Locked Away. Now, let's jump on to our very last movie of the year that I thought was one of the more horrible ones I saw. And that is 2022's Amityville Christmas Vacation, where a guy wins a vacation to the Amityville house only to fall in love with one of the ghosts. Can a Christmas miracle save him and this ghost? Now, the movie is under an hour, so it's not a really long movie, and you might be thankful for that, because while the movie has a certain charm, maybe possibly for you, it really is a low-budget mess, but it knows it is and takes itself really not that serious. I think that the movie makes the list only because sometimes they take the joke too far and go over the top with it. And I don't think they needed to do that. This was a movie that if it was played a little less for laughs, could have possibly been an okay movie. But how do you tell the story of a man who falls in love with a ghost when winning a Christmas vacation to the Amityville house without making it an outright spoof? Without making it an outright joke? You really can't do it. So that becomes the issue with this movie. And it never actually succeeds in what it's doing. However, if you want something kind of cheesy and dumb to make fun of this Christmas, hey, these three movies are all very good possibilities to watch, laugh, maybe have yourselves your very own mystery science fiction theater type of Christmas. So those are my picks. Go ahead and watch those. And let me know what you think in the comments if you've seen any of these movies we talked about today, because we want to know what you think. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment box below. Let us know what you think if you've seen any of these movies. And then don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. Make sure you are hitting that like button. It helps the channel and we appreciate it. Also, while you're there, make sure you are smashing that subscribe button. Miko says we need more subscribers. And you don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss a single video. And then yes, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. At the end of the day, fandom is family.